Hi everyone, I'm Alina and you're watching Marvel's Designer Tool by Tool tutorial part 14. So let's begin. Today I'm going to talk about a tool which is just in 3D window and you cannot find it in 2D pattern window, which is Button. As you see, when you click on this button icon, you have 4 options. The first one, that is named Select/Move button, is for editing buttons and buttonhole. The second option is for inserting buttons, and the third one, buttonholes, for inserting buttonholes, and the last one is for fastening buttons and buttonholes together. So let's see how it works. Right now I have this shirt and I'm going to put my buttons on this shirt. I have 2 options. First of all, I choose button, and then or I can add it on 3D window, and I can see them also on the 2D window. Also, if I insert the first one, then I click this select button, I can choose it, then copy, and for paste it, I insert on Control V, I right click, and I can say that I want to have multiple buttons in this direction, which is a little bit diagonal, and also I can say how much I want the distance to be. Then I press OK, and here the buttons are. The second option, okay, for deleting them, you can right click and delete them. Or also, for example, on 2D pattern, you can drag, right click and delete. I myself prefer to do this action on 2D pattern window because it's simpler. I can have it right away. So I left click for the first one, for the first button. Then you cannot choose or select the button with transform pattern tool and edit pattern. You can just select it with this option. So I press Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and I can also hold release them, then hold Shift and right click. So I say yes. Wait. I want my buttons to be here. Also, before that, I can do something else, because now you see I have 4 lines that they tell me the distance from the top, left, right, and bottom. For example, I want my first button to have the distance of, I right click, while I'm holding it with left click, I can right click and determine the position of the button. For me, it's important that from the top, this is just an example, I want it to be here. In this case, if I do this thing, I can then come here on the other part, I can right click and I say from the top I want it to be this distance. Then I select it, copy, hold Shift. Now I know the distance 4, And I have the button and buttonholes. Now for fastening. As soon as you click on fasten button, the garment becomes transparent, which is normal. Now, how we can relate these buttons to buttonholes? You click on fasten button and then you click on button and then another click on the buttonhole, as you see here. And now you simulate. For some parts like this, that they like to be difficult, I can right click and deactivate or freeze. Since I know this one should be behind. Oh, I think I didn't do it. No. Or I can freeze this one. Let's see how we can fix it, because there is no formal way. Or I can if you left right, if you right click while you are on fasten button and you right click on this arrow, you can deselect it or undo it. What I was doing. You come here. Oh. Please come here. So now I introduce them to one another. I did the wrong thing. I'm sorry, I should do again. It was deactivated. And finally. And yes, that's it. It's a good thing that this thing happened while during these tutorials, because then you know that you're not the only person that experience these inconveniences. And the next thing that I'm going to tell you let me see. Okay. When you are on select button and then you choose one of them, this property editor appears. This one is the angle that it changes the angle of your button. For right now, we don't need it. Then this is for the threads inside them. I don't see any differences. I say 0. Okay. And this is for the style of your buttons. I think we had more of them. I don't see them. I don't know why. Maybe I don't have them. This is for the style of your buttons. And yes, then if you click on your buttonholes, also here you can change the style, angle, and the bind position. And so in the part of property editor, usually we have this fabric part. Beside that, we have this arrow, and if you click on it, you'll have a small menu that under fabric you have button and buttonholes. If I click here and click on this button that belongs to my actual buttons, I click on it, and then I have the whole property. I can choose a variety of shapes that I have here. It depends on your need. The thread inside, of your, oh my god, let me, now that I said I want them square, they are square. The shape of the thread inside your button. Then you have the width, thickness, and weight, which are important. And then here we can choose that we can customize our buttons or threads inside them. I usually don't. Okay, I myself prefer to make a button inside Blender, because if you see the mesh, these buttons are heavy if you're going to use them a lot. So I myself prefer not to customize buttons. And then you can change the texture here, the normal map, displacement, and color. For example, I don't have any normal map and bump. That's why for example, I can change the color. For example, if you wanted metal, here you can choose metal. Usually agree. Yes, you can change, you can customize your button in this part, not in other parts. And that's it. So I think that's it. Let me think. Yes, that's it. So I hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe, and have a nice day. Bye.